Good morning, Jaguars, and welcome to our first live show today. We are excited to have our student speaker up first, so give a really big, warm Jaguar welcome to Ms. Tazira Butts. Good morning, Tazira.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here. We're super excited to chat with you a little bit, and getting started today is going to be huge. How are you feeling right now, knowing that your undergrad journey is about to come to a close?
I'm a little nervous, to be honest. I feel like I spent the last 4 years building a routine and like getting settled in here. So knowing that I'm about to close this chapter and start a new one, it's a little nerve-wracking because I don't really know what to expect. But I am happy to celebrate everything I've done for the last 4 years.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a big celebration, especially with you as one of our student speakers. But going back to your student experience a little bit, like you've had a really big presence on campus. You've been an RA and worked in housing and residence life, Alpha Kappa Alpha, 1828 ambassador. What has it been like wearing so many different hats for the university?
It's definitely been, I'm trying to think of a good word. It's definitely been a lot, let's say that. But it's definitely been well worth it, because if it ever wasn't worth it, then I would have taken off one of the hats. But I feel like everything that I've done on campus, the way that I've spent my time these last 4 years, I feel like I did exactly what I needed to. And I'm just very grateful to have the opportunity to just be able to participate in all those roles, meet all the people that I did, and then I have the friends and family that I have now from those positions that I held.
I like what you said, like you've done everything you needed to do. Because that's exactly how I felt when I graduated, of like, I left no stone unturned. Like I was able to do everything a little bit. And as an RA, you're able to work very closely with so many students. Do you have a favorite memory from being an RA and living on campus?
Ooh, I'm trying to think. Okay, let's think. I feel like I have several. Anything housing related is my favorite memory, to be honest. So let's think of a specific one. I would definitely say anytime we had the Haunted Trail the Haunted Trail.
Okay.
So that's one of our bigger events that we used to do at University Village. It was a great time for all the students to come out. Everyone was so nice. It's like I was able to act as like a resident assistant, but I was also able to act as just a regular student as well. So that was definitely one of the great times, anytime that event came up. And then so many residents came out there, so that's like one of the biggest events where I get to interact the most with people from all 3 communities.
Right.
So that was probably one of my favorite ones.
And with all the leadership roles and opportunities that you've had as a student, even with recruiting students as an 1828 ambassador, what do you think AU has taught you just about leadership and just your personal growth and development?
AU has taught me to try for anything.
Okay.
So I know a lot of times when we apply for things, we see like the limitations on it or like the requirements. And it's just like, oh, well, I know for a fact I don't fit that role or I don't check that box, but I check the other boxes. So AU has definitely taught me to just put myself out there and apply for anything, because you never know what people might say to you. Like, it can say you're required to do this, that, and the third. But depending on who you know, depending on what your work ethic looks like, depending on those types of connections, I put myself out there still and got positions that I didn't think if you look at requirements, I technically shouldn't have, but just based off what I've already put out there. And like you said, I hold many roles, so I've met a lot of people so far. That has helped me just get a lot of those positions and those spots and stuff. So just to go out there and apply for anything. The worst somebody can tell you is no. That's right. One of the biggest things I take with me. Well, the worst they can say is no, and I go about my day.
So for all of the future student leaders or current student leaders on campus, what advice would you give them?
It's going to sound cliche, but take the risk. I speak about this a little bit in my speech, but when I first came here, I had a really hard time adjusting. And the first thing I did was apply to be a resident assistant. And from that, I really didn't know what a resident assistant was. I didn't really know what all I would have to do. I just knew that I wanted to step out. I wanted to do something that would let me make friends, that let me build connections. And I said, you know what? I like to talk. I'll talk to residents all day. So I immediately just stepped out and applied for that. So just apply for anything. Just step out, take the risk. Even if you're scared, take the risk. I know that's a lot to say, but change is uncomfortable sometimes. So
yeah, and college is all about stepping outside of your comfort zone. So for today, because we're going to get started with the ceremony really soon, who are you celebrating with today? Like who's out in the crowd supporting you to cheer you on?
So of course my family. I have my family out there. Some of my line sisters will be out there as well. So my sisters will be out there celebrating me on as well. my mentors. I even sent out the little virtual link so everyone can go and see it, so they can watch my speech. I said, everybody watch my speech, my speech. It's just so many people that I've met along the way, even people that couldn't make it today. They already texted me this morning. It was like, hey, I already got the website pulled up for the live stream. I'm like, it's 8:20 something in the morning, but okay, cool.
I'm sure that that means a lot. And who would you say, just out of everybody, has just been your biggest supporter, your biggest cheerleader so far?
Oh my gosh. I feel like it really depends on what type of area we're coming from.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's make this quick. I would say from overall, of course, God. He's always there for me, always there cheering me on. And then as far as on campus, I had a lot of on-campus support. I will say that I wouldn't have been able to get through these 4 years without that on-campus support, because this is where I'm here majority of the time. So definitely I would say Miss Angela Young.
We love Angela.
We love Angela.
Shout out to her.
That is my homegirl. We love Angela. And of course Tiffany Ashford. I feel like both of them they told me their own mistakes, they gave me their own advice, they gave me their support, and they let me learn from the things that they've done and encouraged me. Whatever decision I made, they've always encouraged me.
And before we wrap up really quickly, you're about to head to Chicago this summer to pursue your master's degree in social work. Yes. What drew you into that field?
Growing up, I dealt with social workers a lot. They were not the great example of what I wanted to be, but they did show me what I didn't want to be. So I took from that experience, I said, you know what, when I grow up, I'm going to be just like you, but better. So definitely just wanted to go out and give children the voice that I didn't have when I was younger, because oftentimes kids are told, like, stay in a child's place. Yeah. So sometimes there's a lot children have to say. So just knowing that it's kind of hard for children to speak up more for themselves, and wanted to speak up for them.
I love that. And thank you so much for being here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we can't wait to hear your speech.
I appreciate it so much. Thank you all so much for having me here.
All right, y'all. We got so much more in store. Stay tuned, because we'll be right back. And we're back. All right, y'all. We have a very, very special guest to chat with us before the show starts. She is our keynote speaker and national host, and along with some other titles. So give a warm Jaguar welcome to Vera Stewart. Good morning.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, thank you for being here. We're super excited to have you as our keynote speaker. And just looking at your career, you've had an incredible journey of doing all sorts of things, but from catering to national television, just what inspired you to leap into hospitality and food?
I get asked that question so many times, and I always have a different answer. And so this morning I'm going to say that I have had interest in food and presentation, setting the table, getting ready for a special event since I was a little girl. And I probably adapted more to career journey with it because I had been exposed to it for such a long time. And honestly, when you think about how people travel to different areas in their career that have nothing to do with their degree, having gotten a degree in home economics, and now 41 years later, I have a business that I still am passionate about, I evidently made the right choice.
Yeah, I think so. And with many of our graduates and soon-to-be newest alums are starting their own career journeys today, what would you say is like a life lesson you learned from early on in your career?
Well, one of the things I'm going to say today is defy the odds. I grew up in a family with 5 children, and my dad died when he was 40 and left my mother to raise 5 children all by herself. And when you think of the odds of that being a successful journey, the future would not look very bright. And I'm very fortunate that I was raised by a strong woman, and that her goal was to make sure all of us were okay. And the differences in our home life and all of my friends' home life really never occurred to me because I was so happy in the environment that I was in. So I feel like that has helped me through my journey as a professional to understand that everything doesn't happen overnight. You can dream about something for a long time, and then all of a sudden it comes true. And I'll mention today that how many of us dreamed when we turned 16 that we were going to wake up and there was going to be a car in the driveway with a big red bow on it. Well, I don't know how many people that happened for, but the dream was so much fun, to look forward to and anticipate that. And I use that word quite a bit in my business, dream.
I love that. And you built an entire career over Southern hospitality, traditions. How do you stay creative but also kind of just balance all of that over the decades?
Man, you must have already read my speech. This is awesome.
I try to do my homework.
The dream is, creating something in your mind, and then the next thing you know, realistically, you can do it. And I loved everything that there was to do with that. And I always felt like if you were confident that it could be done, and the confidence might have come from dreaming about it. I vividly remember doing a grand opening of a huge business complex here in Augusta, and the man looked at me and said, "We're thinking about doing a safari theme. Are you familiar with that?" And I said, "Oh, absolutely." Well, I got my car. I'd never done that in my life, but I dreamed about it, and I knew I could do it. So I gave myself the confidence right then and there that I could do that event, and it was very successful.
I love that. Would you say there's a secret to being able to juggle so many different hats that you've worn over the years?
I am a firm believer in a master plan. If you work for me, and I'm a former school teacher, you have to turn in your lesson plan by Sunday at 3 o'clock. And it's the priorities for the week, it's your long-term priorities, it's what you're doing Monday through Friday. And literally, that allows me to visualize my company's involvement as a whole, where somebody might be able to help another team member. But we know what we're doing this time next year. And a lot of that comes from my background in education, is that you start in August, and by May, what is going to be accomplished? And I really utilize that business plan in how I run my company.
I love that. It definitely yielded great results. So what advice would you give out to our new graduates who are trying to create their own recipes for success?
Well, I say this several years ago, well, actually 22 years ago, my accountant looked at me and said, "You do so well with your mail order when there's holidays and the masters bring in all this income. You get to the summer and all your profit is keeping your doors open. What could you do?" And I thought, well, I was a home ec teacher, I could do a cooking camp. And now 22 years later, I'm still doing that. It has nothing to do with making money. It has more to do with the involvement with young people in this community. And one of the things I say is there's something you have to wear to camp every day, and it's this. It's this. And that can open up a door for you. It can get you out of a jam. It can get your foot in the door, and it can fool somebody. And so that's my thing, is that if you're smiling, people want to meet you. They want to know more about you. And it's a very positive, and everybody's got one. You just need to use it.
I love that. And with speaking to so many graduates today, what's one thing that you hope they take away from your speech?
The challenge to me at the end today is that I want them to think of one person in their life that really influenced where they are today. And I was saying earlier that sometimes it takes 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, for me 40 years, to really recognize the impact that a single mother had on who I am, my personality and what I've done. And I've realized that just because Oprah Winfrey kept telling me no every time I sent a cake for 10 years to her to hope that I would get on her list, on the 10th year she said yes. And why is that? It was because I was persistent. My product was good. I just needed to be in the right place at the right time. And that's what you just have to continue to feed on, is it's not going to happen overnight.
It's not. But thank you so much, Vera, for chatting with
you're
us this
welcome.
morning. We cannot wait to hear all of the words of inspiration and wisdom that you're about to give us. And for
Well, I'm excited. Thank
right,
you.
Yes, and for those watching, stay tuned because we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back with another very special guest for our last segment of this morning. She has been involved in a little bit of everything, so we're excited to talk to her. So give another warm Jaguar welcome to Miss Mia Lucas. Good morning, Mia.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So you've worn a lot of hats as a student, alum, even past president of our Alumni Association.
Yes.
What would you say just brings you the most pride about being an alum?
So I loved my experience as a collegiate. I was really involved in college, as you said, and I learned a lot about the university, and so much that the university gave to me that I wanted to give back and continue to be involved in the college experience.
I love that. And just for graduates who may not understand the value or the importance of the alumni network, like what would you tell them and what it really does and how it can help them?
Absolutely. I would say make sure that when you're leaving college, as you're updating your notification information, your email, your phone number to where you're moving, because there are AU alumni everywhere. I've been to events in Atlanta, Savannah, I've been to Washington, D.C. to represent the university, and there's always a connection. I have had the greatest experiences and met the most amazing people through my network with AU and gotten a lot of interviews that I might not have gotten if I didn't know somebody. So I'm excited for them.
And I guess taking it back to your own graduation day, since we're here and the ceremony is about to start shortly, what was your graduation day like for you?
Stressful. It was exciting. I would say I maybe blacked out a little bit on that day. I remember a lot of people. We were in the James Brown Arena, and I remember walking across the stage and going, okay, now what? Oh, what am I supposed to do next? And just having the support of my family there and the university professors that were with me. I have my degree in psychology, so my high-level professors, my graduate internship, like all of the people that helped me get to that day there to support me and cheer me on was an amazing experience. And I remember, the only part of that day I remember is walking across that stage.
Well, I guess that's the big thing to remember.
Yes, and not falling.
Yes. Are there any other standout memories that you had from your undergrad days?
I was a member of Zeta Tau Alpha, and so I was a leader in the chapter on the university campus, and so I was able to actually be part of the recruitment process for new sororities on campus, and so welcoming new women into the Greek life community on campus, and then just promoting leadership in women is a big part of even where I am today, and so it's one of my standout memories for just my whole college experience.
And what would you say are some ways the new graduates can get involved with the Alumni Association, even if they are leaving from Augusta after today?
Like I said, make sure that you are connecting with the community there. There are AU graduates everywhere. And so there's an opportunity through the Alumni Association to get on the contact list. They'll connect you with people in the community. So you'll always make a connection. And maybe if you're going to, we have happy hours that we're hosting in different areas around Georgia even. But just make sure to connect. The Career Center and the Alumni Office are really helpful in just making those connections when you move away from Augusta.
I've been to one of the happy hours here, and I feel like we need to have a lot more. Had a lot of fun, and it's always nice to be able to connect with colleagues that you don't get to see as often.
Absolutely. I would say also, you are local, you can join the alumni board. So we are always looking for new members, and we are an active board. We do a lot in the community. We raise money for scholarship here on campus. We have a big barbecue in October that we're planning right now. It's so much fun. It's on the campus at the amphitheater, and we're always looking for people that have new, fresh ideas for us to help continue to connect with the college community.
And because of your involvements, especially as an alum, you've seen the university kind of grow and evolve into what it is today. What do you think makes AU feel like home no matter what?
It's definitely the people and the community itself that surrounds AU. So when I was starting college, AU was still kind of a commuter school. I worked full-time. I still went to school full-time. And I was a part of a sorority and did college clubs like psychology and social work. But it was all about my experience and who I connected with. And so it's the people that you meet in your classes, it's the professors that you take the time to connect with, go to their office hours, talk to them. It's truly the people that support you as a college student that make it feel like home.
I love that. And so we're about to wrap up here. What would you say to the class of 2025 as they get ready to toss their tassels?
I would say take every experience. I would say take every risk, but also remember your own mental health. Mental Health Awareness Month is May, and it is a big part of being successful is just knowing to focus on yourself in all that you do.
I love that. Any final thoughts before we let you go?
No, I would just say congratulations. It's a great day.
Yes, it is a great day. Thank you so much for helping make our day great. And for those watching, the ceremony is about to begin, so we will see y'all very soon. We're probably going to run downstairs so we can celebrate our own graduates. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back at 1:30 for our last round of live show. So we'll see you then. Go Jags!
Welcome to the Spring 2025 Undergraduate Ceremony. Well done. Commencement is a milestone, not only for our graduates, but all who have traveled far and near, and to be a part of this memorable day. Every family deserves to hear the name of their graduates, and we would ask you to try to resist screaming too often and too loud between names so we can hear everyone along the service. This courtesy will give everyone an opportunity to enjoy the moment on the stage, and we ask you to offer the same respect to the first graduate as to the last. In recognition of this ceremony, as we prepare, I will do the obligatory, please turn off your electronic devices. The ceremony will begin with the ringing of an Arsenal bell with Rich Rogers, our web developer at AU Web Services team. After a decade-long career as a local broadcast meteorologist, Rich Rogers returned home to his alma mater in 2016. He has been in his current role as a web developer since 2018 and joined the Staff Council in 2019. Rich is currently the chair of Staff Council and serves as the president of the Augusta University Alumni Association from 2019 to 2021. We would invite you now to stand and for the ringing of the Arsenal bell and the processional.
Please be seated. My name is Russell Keene, and I have the distinct privileged opportunity to serve as the second president of Augusta University. And on behalf of Augusta University, our First Lady Karen Keene and myself, we are proud to welcome the class of 2025, their families, friends, and distinguished guests to the Spring 2025 Undergraduate Commencement Ceremony. Here at Augusta University, from the start with our legacy institution, the Medical College of Georgia, we've been improving lives through healthcare, research, and medicine for nearly 200 years. This morning, we're excited to acknowledge and celebrate the accomplishments of all of our students with each of you. Augusta University students, you all, our students embody the work ethic, the resilience, the creativity, innovation, critical thinking, and civility needed to accomplish great things for humanity. They are uniquely qualified and perfectly equipped to be true game changers in their fields of study, their communities, and their families for generations to come. They could not have possibly accomplished all of this alone. And before we proceed with celebrating them, I would like to give our students an opportunity to thank their families, friends, the phenomenal faculty at Augusta University, and our amazing staff who helped them along the way in this journey. Students, if you would please stand and give all those who helped you get to this moment a round of applause. Please remain standing, and at this time, I'd like to ask all of you who are able to please stand and remain standing for the presentation of colors, the national anthem, and the invocation. Beatrice Jackson, graduating today from the Pamplin College of Arts and Humanities and Social Sciences, will now lead us in the singing of the national anthem.
Good morning. On this glorious day, we stand united to bear witness to all who have made sacrifices to arrive at this extraordinary moment of celebration. I invite you to receive the invocation according to your faith and your tradition. O gracious one, giver of life, we pause to acknowledge the significance of this moment, the culmination of years of dedication, perseverance, and growth. With hearts filled with gratitude and minds open to the possibilities that lie ahead, we come together to celebrate the commencement of the 2025 graduates of Augusta University. In this diverse assembly, we recognize the Marriott experiences that have shaped each graduate, the late nights of study, the friendships forged, the challenges faced, and the triumphs achieved. Today is not only a testament to academic achievement, but also a celebration of the resilience and the spirit that defines each individual in this esteemed graduating class. Let us take a moment to express our deepest appreciation for the faculty, mentors, and support networks, parents and grandparents and other family members who have guided and nurtured these graduates. Their wisdom and encouragement have been beacons of light for this transformative journey. As we stand on the threshold of tomorrow, let us embrace the unknown with courage and enthusiasm. May the knowledge gained within these academic walls empower our graduates to make meaningful contributions to the world. May they carry forward the values of curiosity, compassion, and integrity instilled in them during their time here. Let this commencement be a symbol of new beginnings and endless possibilities. As these graduates step into the next chapter of their lives, may they find success in their pursuits and fulfillment in their chosen paths. In this moment of reflection and anticipation, let us join our hearts and minds in unity, celebrating not only the achievements of today, but also the promise of tomorrow. And may the spirit of learning, discovery, and community continue to strive in the hearts of these graduates. With gratitude for the past, excitement for the future, and a shared commitment to lifelong learning, we invoke blessings upon this commencement ceremony. And may it be a source of inspiration and motivation to all who are present here today. Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you to Beatrice Jackson, the ROTC Color Guard, and the Wind Ensemble for the important contributions they make to our graduation exercises. Additionally, we'd like to thank Chaplain Henry Holt from Wellstar MCG Health Spiritual Care Team for providing the invocation today. You know, if they don't light your fire, your wood's wet. Chaplain, thank you. If y'all join me in thanking them. So this is one of the fun parts of the program right here. Our Student Government Association conducted a selection process among the graduating students to identify a student speaker for today's ceremony. Tazera Butts, a degree candidate from the Pamplin College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences today, was selected by her peers to bring greetings on behalf of the graduating class.
Good morning, Jaguar family. Y'all happy today? I'll say this is a celebration. Good morning. My name is Tazera Butts, but some roles you may have met me in are your resident assistant, giving a tour as an 1828 ambassador, a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Thank you. And as I stand before you all today, a 2025 spring graduate. To begin, I would like to say congratulations to all of us on who will be graduating today. For every accomplishment we achieve, it is important that we celebrate ourselves, whether big or small, and today marks a big achievement for us all. I personally would like to thank God, my mentors that I've gathered along the way, my friends, my sisters, and of course my family, who gave a young girl the advice and the support that she needed to flourish in every way possible. Because of this, I learned to take every opportunity given to me, and today I can finally see the fruits of my labor, of the hard work that I've put in these last 4 years. The last 4 years were far from easy, and they went by a lot faster than they actually were. But as you look around the room today, I hope that you all embrace this loving and supportive environment that we are now the center of. And I hope that you take some of that joy and spread it with others just because someone on this campus one day once decided to share it with you. 4 years ago, I came to Augusta University and immediately had a hard time adjusting to being away from home. I began to ask myself, what made home home? And why couldn't that place be anywhere that I felt wholeheartedly supported and valued it, and not just a physical address? My second semester as a freshman, I decided to take a risk and apply to be a resident assistant. Here is where I would be introduced to my first on-campus home, and they would show me what it truly feels like. The people in this department welcomed me from the very first day, and they showed me that home is wherever I felt wholeheartedly valued by those around me. Due to the nurturing and the love and support from this department, I went on to find another on-campus home with the 1828 ambassadors in admissions who continue to shape and mold me into the woman that I am today. I owe it to these organizations, the social work department that has a great understanding of mental health and student burnout, and everyone around me for contributing to this environment on campus that naturally welcomes students in. AU truly does foster a connection between students, faculty members, and organizations that are truly like no other. And I couldn't have found a community like this one anywhere else. As you look around at those who surround you today, I hope you're thankful for that one friend, or that one classmate, or that one faculty member, or just yourselves. Because you made something that once seemed impossible, possible. And because of that, here we are today. The interactions, conversations, and memories we've had the chance to make with one another make up who we are. And I couldn't be more grateful for a group of people to contribute to my growth. Once we graduate today, it will mark a new chapter for us all. A chapter where we are the authors. And we can start over as many times as we need to. And I know a lot about starting over, considering I changed my major 3 times before we graduated today. So the most important word I've taken from my entire college career is resilience. Now, you may have heard this word brought up once or twice, or a million times if your major is anything like mine. But it's something that applies to us all and unites us. There were many times where giving up may have felt easier than starting over or continuing on, but this milestone today marks the celebration of all of our acts of resilience. And if we ever fall, we can get up and start over as many times as we need to. After changing my major the first 2 times, I began to think that I would never really be satisfied with what I wanted to do in life. I had also decided that since it was my junior year, maybe I should just stick it out with what I had already chosen. However, I learned that change can be uncomfortable, but we cannot grow without change. A quote I hold dear to me is, "There are many paths to the same destination." I am unsure of who may have originally said that, but it was my inquiry teacher who first said it to me in my junior year. While our paths may have contained roads of uncertainty, confusion, and some rerouting, It is your perseverance and your dedication that got you to this moment. The moment where we recognize our accomplishments, reflect on our growth, celebrate with our friends and family, and the best of all, call ourselves Augusta University alumni. For now, I will not say goodbye, but instead see you all later. I hope to one day cross paths with you all as you're striving to make the world a better place around you. I hope to one day see all of the goals and the dreams you've achieved and to be able to point you out and say, hey, I went to school with them. And I hope that you always remember to celebrate your why in life. With that being said, congratulations again to the spring class of 2025 on all of our achievements. And as always, go Jags.
Great words, Zira. Thank you. So today we gather to celebrate achievement, growth, and new beginnings. It's a day full of hope and opportunity, and it's only fitting that we welcome someone who embodies all those qualities as our commencement speaker, the remarkable Vera Stewart. Many of you may know Vera from her syndicated TV show, The Very Vera Show, now in its 13th season and airing across 47 metropolitan markets. It's soon to be in 71 metropolitan markets, which now makes The Very Vera Show a national television show. But her journey began in a small hometown kitchen in Cartersville, Georgia, with little more than passion, hard work, and a recipe box full of determination. And while catering small dinner parties in the area, Stewart landed an inaugural luncheon for the staff of then Governor Joe Frank Harris, who was a native of Cartersville. And that one event put her business on the map. In the summer of 1983, Vera moved to Augusta, Georgia, where she began building what would become a celebrated career, turning her passion for hospitality into a thriving business rooted in community, creativity, and perseverance. What started as a catering company blossomed into a nationally recognized brand, beloved cookbooks, a television series, and an enduring legacy of mentoring the next generation. Her signature strawberry layer cake earned a spot on Oprah's Favorite Things list in 2009, and she even triumphed over Bobby Flay on Throwdown with Bobby Flay with her iconic carrot cake. From baking her signature cakes to mentoring high school students through her Very Vera cooking camp, Vera Stewart has always believed in more than just good food. She believes in good character and good taste and giving back. Her camp has empowered young people with lessons in etiquette, responsibility, and entrepreneurship, while her team members have gone on to thrive in careers far beyond the kitchen, many with scholarships she made possible. In a recent feature in Georgia Magazine, Vera shared a philosophy that's guided her journey, and I quote, "Good taste never goes out of style." That simple idea of excellence, kindness, and integrity are always relevant fields, especially resonant today as each of you prepares to begin your own next chapter. Vera Stewart is not only a culinary icon, but she is also a teacher, a mentor, and an example of how far passion and persistence can take you. If you all would please help give me a warm Augusta University welcome to the one and only Miss Vera Stewart.
I was so afraid this mic was going to be taller than me, but it's not. All right, so members of the Board of Directors, Dr. King, faculty, staff, families, friends, and of course the graduates, of the class of 2025. I'm honored to be part of this ceremony, and this invitation speaks directly to my focus on reflections of my life that I would like to share with you today. It proves that your education, your passion, and your growth can follow you for decades. I'm interviewed quite a bit, and it's usually the same questions related to cooking, entertaining, and how I got started. But recently, a young writer from a national magazine asked me, when did you first realize that you were an entrepreneur? Well, having never been asked that question before, I found my mind racing back through the course of my life, and I landed on either age 6 or 7. As most of my friends played dolls, I had my dad's old briefcase, and I would collect paid bills, junk mail, and any catalog that seemed to be worthy, and suddenly I had material to fill my briefcase and my day. The seed was planted. Today, I will hopefully plant a seed in your next steps with the simple methods I have used for 40 years to grow a cottage industry into a national brand. For those that have listened to amazing speakers, taken public speaking in college, or enrolled in a Toastmasters program, then you know this strong message: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Those 3 things are characterized in the Declaration of Independence. My personal Declaration of Independence is learning very early in my life that life is hard, a safety net should not be expected, and that disappointment and hardship can be overcome. My dad died when I was 7, and my mother was left to raise 5 children on her own. The lessons I will share with you today are directly related to how she chose to live her life and the positive effect that has had on my personality and the understanding of life's ups and downs. My goals for each of you are to defy the odds, to generate greatness, and to make a difference. Looking back to my early childhood after the death of my dad, these thoughts were certainly not pronounced at that time, but have registered with me later in life. I never saw my mother cry. She would say, "You don't need another pair of shoes," not, "We can't afford another pair of shoes." She worked full-time as a teacher and spent the summers working on 2 advanced degrees to increase her salary level instead of taking a break. She was quite a disciplinarian, and she did so with authority. She played the role of mother and father and had very little time for herself. She defied the odds. She overcame a very devastating and financially hard situation and thus instilled strong understanding of that in me. She always looked her best. She had a master plan. She was consistent in her behavior and her expectations of each of us. She set an example that is registered with me for my entire life. She generated greatness. She accepted her role with grace as a single parent, and it was recognized by others with positive results. She utilized her English degree from Wesleyan College and her minor in math to pursue her career late in life out of necessity, and was not acknowledged as a strong and devoted teacher. She was unselfish in her actions. She made a difference. Dreaming was my first personal understanding of psychology. Instead of feeling sorry for myself and wallowing in the aspects of my life that made me different from my friends, I chose an outlet of joy. Dreaming of ways to improve myself, my surroundings, and my opportunities were approached by recognizing what I could control and being creative in moving forward. My friends would get new things for their room, like a new bedspread or throw pillows. But I would create something new by changing where my bed was placed or where a chair sat in the room, and then I would go to the secondhand store and look for bedspreads and throw pillows. In the early establishment of my career, these same principles would surface, purchasing used equipment that I would need to run my business. My professional slogan has always been centered around the word dream. You see it on the wall in big gold letters if you come to my cottage. It's visible in capturing my story in my first cookbook. It reminds me of Christmas Eve, the car that was going to be in the driveway the day I turned 16 with the big red bow on it, and the 3-carat diamond that the guy on the white prince was going to give me when he asked me to marry him. What does DREAM stand for now? 41 business years later? Well, the D stands for determination. And the single adjective that I think both of my sons would use to describe me, this part of my character has kept me from quitting, allowed my creativity to sink in when the answer was no, and I had to come up with plan B. It made me always look ahead and not backwards. It has pulled me through some extremely rough patches, personally and professionally. And because the word is used to describe me, I take it very seriously. R is for responsibility. Early signs of this would evolve around making up your bed, being on time, giving 100%, not making excuses, and planning ahead. Some of you have already mastered this, but believe me, these small things will matter to an employer, your team members, and possibly your employees one day. E is for enthusiasm. This goes directly to my slogan at my summer camp for ages 6 to 14. There's one thing that you have to wear every single day, and that's a smile. This is the basis for enthusiasm and resonates with your peers. You can hide a lot with a smile. You can open doors with a smile. You can get out of a jam with a smile. And you can win friends and influence people with a smile. A is for attitude. This is a great way to fool yourself and others. What does anybody know if something is wrong if you've mastered always having a great attitude? It's rare for me to have to talk myself into having a great attitude, but the understanding that you should coach yourself into that is very important. We all want to see people that bring us joy or give us confidence in the workplace because we know they're doing their job. And then finally, M is for management. Hopefully all of you have realized as adults that you have to juggle a lot, multitask and prioritize. It's crazy to think that I started my career with no computer, no internet, no cell phone, small children, and working when everybody else was asleep. Let me assure you that mastering the completion of a goal or deadline continues to pay off for me today. Be a goal setter, take risks, and think way down the road and make a plan. So will you defy the odds? Surprise your classmates one day when you're invited to be the commencement speaker? Generate greatness. Influence someone that you work with or that works with you by methods and leadership. And then finally, make a difference. Solidify the adjectives that will be used to describe you by your peers, your family, and your coworkers. I want you to dream about it. You'll wake up happier and you will see the results. I would also like to challenge all of you graduates on this very special day to set aside a few minutes to thank someone in your life that has been influential in your development. And I always recommend a handwritten note. So as I close today, I'm going to say to you what I say to every person in my audience when I close my show. No matter what you do it in good taste. Thank you.
Thank you, Vera, for your inspiring words and for sharing your time, wisdom, and experience with us today. Now please welcome Dr. Jennifer Sullivan, our Interim Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost.
Thank you very much, President Keene. Before we begin the presentation of candidates, I'd like to take a minute to recognize the hard work of our students graduating with honors today. Augusta University awards undergraduate degrees with honors to students who have met specific standards of academic excellence in the classroom as measured by a grade point average of 3.5 or higher. Students graduating with honors today have a special cord in AU blue and gray to signify this outstanding academic accomplishment. Will all of the students graduating with honors today please stand to be recognized? Congratulations. We are very proud of you. Congratulations. It is now time for the part of the ceremony that you all actually showed up here for. Although, thank you to both of our speakers. I thought they were both amazing. We will have our presentation of candidates for graduation. To ensure all graduates are able to hear their names and all guests are able to see their graduates, please remain seated during the presentation. As a display of respect for all graduates, we also request that members of the audience remain to the end of the ceremony. You also need to remain because the degree is not actually conferred until the end of the ceremony. Real quick, I'd like to also thank everybody for the shoes that you are wearing. As you walk across the stage, it's what the stage party looks at. The enthusiasm you bring as you walk across the stage, it is a pleasure. Will the degree candidates from the College of Allied Health Sciences please stand and come forward? The College of Allied Health Sciences is led by Dean Lester Pretlow. It was established in 1968 to educate allied health professionals for the state of Georgia. Today, we graduate therapists, technicians, administrators, managers, and assistants in a variety of disciplines to help address the growing workforce needs of our complex healthcare system. And now, Dean Pretlow will present the degree candidates from the College of Allied Health Sciences.
Thank you, Provost Sullivan. I have the honor of presenting for the appropriate degrees those persons who have been recommended by the faculty of the College of Allied Health Sciences for graduation. The College of Allied Health Sciences, serving Georgia and the nation.
Metchet Zacharias.
Angelina Marie Castro. Sachit Chaudhry. Elijah Clark. Madison Eason. Kevin Holliday. Malia Kenise Lawson. Xin Yao Li. Brianna C. Meekins. Brianna Moment. Elena Sophia Phillips. Charisse Nasaya Pollard. Athena Marie Felix Ramos. Sarah Maureen Curtis Sachi. Akaya L. Stevens. Jesus Tomas Urbina Ramos. Laquita Yvonne Addison. William Bronco Schnell. Haley Nicole Clary. Aubrey Comtois. Casey Madison Miller Garrido. Ariana George. Olivia L. Grady. Everly Grace Hall. Madison Grace Hamlin. Bonnie Hooker. Savannah Hughes. Luana Jean Baptiste. Brianna Marie Jenkins. Oyedia Nancy Kalu. Emma Pauline Kelly. Jenna Kinzel. Fabiola Kependi. Madison Rose Lamontagne. Nicholas Charles Mandel. Carrie Elizabeth McGee. Kennedy Danielle Miles. April Parrish. Isha Sunil Kumar Patel. Ava Rose Ranieri. Alyssa Rogers. Deja Anaya Samuel. Kristen Cheyenne Sims Garcia. Lacey Faye Sparks. Evie Twit Tran. Asia Ayana Cates. Jada Grant. Morgan Ivy. Hope A. Mack. Briasia Pascal. Anisha K. Patel. Destiny Markayla Simpson. Megan Bennett. Nia Ray Brown. Madeline Marie Diaz. Alyssa Brianne Evans. Carson Alexandra Lack. Spencer Anthony LaFontaine. Allison Mosher. Paola Lisbeth Portales. Jeremiah Ethan Reeves. Gabrielle Elizabeth Smith. Angelina Taylor Thomas. Kaylee K. Williams. Addie Wright. Rachel Angeles. Gabrielle Leah Brown. Danielle Cosgrove. Nathan Curry. Diana Michelle Dean. Summer Gail Eicher. Grayson Alexander Goodwin. Mary Catherine Griffin. Sarah Hodge. Mackenzie Ann Melton. McKinley E. Minor. Anissa Musa. Julie Catalina Perez Sosa. Jasmine Denise Pritchett. Maggie Rose Sharp.
So we had our graduate commencement in Hooding last night, and there was a group sitting right over here. We have respiratory, or I get dental hygiene over here, that cheered for every single student that walked across the stage. I'm just throwing that out there. Will the degree candidates for the College of Education and Human Development please stand and come forward? The College of Education and Human Development, led by Dean Judi Wilson, prepares students for careers in education and kinesiology. Committed to excellence, the College of Education and Human Development prepares teachers, counselors, administrators, and kinesiologists to serve diverse populations in a wide variety of educational and health settings. And now, Dean Wilson will present the candidates for the College of Education and Human Development.
Thank you, Provost Sullivan. I have the honor of presenting for the appropriate degrees those persons who have been recommended by the dedicated faculty of the College of Education and Human Development for graduation. Our candidates represent our institutional values and are true difference makers.
Mackenzie Jane DeRoma. Cadence Lee Winder. Mara Paige Zenner. Tracy Raven Barr. Robert Rushton Bowles. Emily Madison Collins. Isabella Crawford. Emma Faith Durham. Mary Elizabeth Gruby. Caroline Ann Grabowski. Ann Sutton Hancock. Stormy Catherine Hubble. Hannah Johnston. Aliyah Brianna Luke. Caitlin Martin. Claire Marie Miller. Kristen Elizabeth Priest. Denise Rodriguez. Josie Madison Thomas. Courtney Nicole Waters. Madina Shemti Afzali. Mohammed Hashim Ali. Autumn D. Arrington. Ezekiel Balbino. Grayson C. Bennett. Bailey Bryant. Gabriel David Fernandez. Chelsea Francis. Teresa Fugate. Bryson H. Hall. Deja S. Hare. Parker S. Ingram. Amir S. Jackson. Dylan Z. Jones. Jamia D. Jones. Abigail Danielle Kaki. Tanish Kumar. Isabella Suzanne Lynch. Lisa Lyons. Kylie Elena Meyer. David Robert McLeod II. Matthew Ryan Metty II. Lauren Danielle Michael. Samantha Layla Nobles. Olivia Nakaya Otley. Kushi Patel. Kushi Naresh Patel. Mega D. Patel. Jasmine Rakelia Pinkston. Nayaneet Pook. Angela Adwubi Sechere Mensa. Tenbi Sirbesa. Andrew Alexander Todd. Caleb Lamonte Williams. Trenton B. Williams. Memory Tyshun Willis.
Will the degree candidates for the Hull College of Business please stand and come forward? The Hull College of Business, led by Dean Mark Thompson, was established in 1963 to provide a high-quality, personalized education to prepare our students for career success. The college strives to graduate individuals ready to excel in their fields of study to become leaders in the business field. And now, Dean Thompson will present the degree candidates for the James M. Hull College of Business.
Thank you, Provost Sullivan. I have the distinct honor of presenting for the appropriate degrees those persons who have been recommended for graduation by the faculty of the Hull College of Business.
Lisa Rigi Alexandre. Tasha D. Barber. Caden Barnes. Nakia D. Bellamy. Avery H. Cooper. Elizabeth Damron. Samuel Carlton Davis. Emily Del Rosario. Jessica Ann Doby. Michaela Nicole Downs. Connor Driscoll. Derek S. Dutta. Grace Clemente Edwards. Anastasia Paris Eskew. Henry William Harjo Fling. Monet Florence. Jackson Evans Fulgham. Jade Hamilton. Riley K. Harris. Kinley R. Hatting. Leah Leslie Herchig. Clifford Lawton Hill. Grayson Walker Hopkins. Amaya Johnson. Iris Caputa. Connor Koch. Zachary C. Kwiatkowski. JC Ann Lane. Kyler Miles Lewis. Omari Kanye Matthew. Madison Ruth Nobles. Jaden M. Parker. Mit Patel. Mary Caroline Pierce. Brian Ricks. Carter Robinson. Caleb Rogers. Dozier Gibbs Rogers. Daisy R. Roney. Lily Cynthia Rowe. Tyler Benjamin Macayo Salas. Anthony Schoolcraft. Reagan Lee Shippey. Miles Lee Shirey. Keon Carl Fernandez Season. Kylie Peyton Smith. Seth Douglas Smith. Jenna Spalding. Michaela Renee Taylor. Grace O. Thomas. Kyla A. Thorbs. Kristen Alexis Wigginton. Brianka Shantira Renee Williams. Bishop Knight Willis. Jacob Andrew Wilson. Natalie Elizabeth Zahner.
Will the degree candidates from the Pamplin College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences please stand and come forward? The Catherine Reese Pamplin College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, led by Dean Kim Davies, forms the heart of liberal arts at Augusta University. Offering over 40 unique degree programs, Pamplin is committed to innovation, dissemination of knowledge, and enriching the community while preparing graduates for diverse careers in our quickly changing globalized environments. And now, on behalf of Dean Davies, Associate Dean Christine Crookall will present the degree candidates for the Pamplin College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences.
Thank you, Provost Sullivan. The dedicated faculty of the Pamplin College have recommended the students assembled here today for the most varied of degrees, from art to social work. I am delighted and honored to present them for the degrees they have earned.
Dua Faisal Ahmad. Deja Archer. Chastity Nicole Roberson Avery. Peyton Faith Blackmon. Emily Bonham Janes. Alia Latonia Boy. Ethan Bush. Evan Loreno Cadle. Denasia Monet Kane. Rachel Carmen. Peyton Stanley Carson Carter. Thomas Clark III. Aaron Copley. Madison Emily Corley. Emma Crochet. Laurel Michelle Darr. Io David Del Rio Rodriguez. Danielle Elena Denton. Kaylin Janae Dorsey. Mayra P. Dos Santos. Cassidy Jane Elsie. Michael Silvio Fortino. Jabria Monique Fullwood. Melinda Eliud Fund. Jackson Allen Garner. Lena E. Gerard. Zachary Douglas Gay. Makina Ray Gillette. Delma Desiree Gonzalez. Samaya Sky Kimura Ivy. Justin McKay Gray. Sebastian Crawford Green. Colton Lawrence Growth. Stephen Scott Hamby. Ariel Ansley Harper. Daniela Carmen Harris. James Benjamin Haynes. Alexis J. Hill. Terrence James Holman, Jr. Beatrice Jackson. Michaela Raquel Jackson. Reagan Elise Jeter. Cameron J. King. Sophia Elizabeth Krusco. Ricardo Lambert. Darren Dominic Lampkin. Hannah Catherine Ledford. Leroy Christian Lennon III. Anaya Jade Mack. Nicholas Anthony Mantlo. Abigail Violet McHugh. Juliana Hope McGahee. Grace Elizabeth McMahon. John Patrick Motes. Kendall Nadolski. Sarah Neal. Ayana Janelle Parker. Yamani Beja Marie Paul. Maya Percival. Autumn Breeze Phillips. Cody Nicole Reno. Cody Patrick Robertson. Lee Ernest Saffold II. Caitlin Michelle Self. Clara Ann Sorrow. Chloe Stripling. Samantha Van Rensselaer. Kelsey Vinson. Selena Marie Wall. Nicholas Ryan Walbert. Isabella Waters. Sawyer Huff Watley. Elena Ann White. Lydia Jeanette William. Michael J. Winters III. Presley Allen Wood. Aaron Woodward. Haley Elizabeth Zills. Nia Faison. Zoe Beard Ortiz. Jamie Del Rosario. Shanice E. Driscoll. Grayson Wayne Duncan. Ashley Dunn Smith. James Lloyd Herring. Emily McBrayer Hogue. Taylor Lawson. Dakira Danielle Obi. Cassandra Parker. Sarah Reimke. Jasmine Christiere LaShawn Robinson. Miles Avery Terrell. Kathleen Darieli Acuna. Robert J. George. Tallulah Abigail Showman. Vanessa Browning. Reuben I. Chisholm. Alexis Renee Edge. Anya Victoria Forbin. Talia Hartman. Tiffany Monique Hill. Alicia Sophia Hussein. Deontay Marquez Jones. Erica Delilah Luna. Martha Dawson Mapp. Michaela Nicole Martin. Alea McCann. Amanda Faith Mers. Hannah Newsom. Zitoria Elise Parham. Ria Milan Patel. Manna Mary Phillip. Eric Reed. Yamilet Reyes Jimenez. Marsha Aaliyah Russell. Jaden Damier Scott. Anaya Ashe Shaw. Kanaya Smith. Shelby Danielle Smith. Rebecca Summer. Miranda Nicole Todd. Mary Wamboy Wanjoya. Ashley V. Williams. Nyasia Monet Williams. Heather Blake Williford. Jakayla Gabrielle Barnes. Elias Hiarabat. Emily Crawford. Janisha Ariana Dauphin. Zaria Ivy. Skylar Cassidy Kirkpatrick. Jacob Lipsy. Cordelia Lainita Tipoti Olive. Mackenzie Rayanne Tate. Luna Tracy.
Will all of the candidates for all degrees please rise? That is a fine-looking group of graduates we have out there. Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates for bachelor's degrees. They have completed all of the requirements and have been recommended by your faculty for graduation.
By the authority of the state of Georgia, vested in the Board of Regents and by them delegated to me, I confer upon each of you the degree for which you've been recommended, admitting you to all its rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations. Graduates, you may be seated. As the newest members of the Augusta University alumni family, it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Kyle Scott, the president of Augusta University's Somerville Alumni Society.
Thank you, President Keene. Good morning, graduates. You did it. It's a joy to be here to celebrate this special day with you guys. As a 2003 graduate from the Holt College of Business, it is my great honor to be the first one to welcome you to our alumni community. Now, as you walked across the stage a few minutes ago, you joined an alumni family of over 60,000 strong across the globe. I graduated over 20 years ago as what was considered a non-traditional student. But I can say that being involved with the Alumni Association has helped reconnect and strengthen an affinity that I have had for an institution that has given me so much. Now, while today may be the end of your academic journey, Augusta University will always be a part of your life. As an alum, you will have access to resources, events, and programs that will assist you throughout your post-graduation life. Your alumni family is here to support you throughout your next steps. But supporting Augusta University, it looks like more than just giving financially. It's supporting our great athletic teams on the court at Christenberry or on the diamond of our baseball and softball fields. It's giving back to your colleges. Your colleges have invested a lot in you over these 4 years. So do them a favor and support their websites, support their newsletters, follow them on social media. And it's being involved with your alumni association. We would love to connect with you throughout the year at various events we have. Congratulations, your fellow alums are rooting for you, and go Jags. Now, we have one more order of business to attend to. If my 2025 alums can now stand, please. As a symbol of your graduation and transition into alumni status, You may now move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations.
Well, that's a fine-looking group of our alumni out there. If you would please be seated. Thank you, Mr. Scott. At this time, would Lieutenant Colonel Nancy Tucker, Chair of Augusta University's Department of Military Science, and Cadets Manna Phillip and Lisa Alexandre please come forward to conduct the Army's Oath of Office. Ladies and gentlemen, this year we are honoring the achievements of 9 Augusta University cadets who will commission as officers in the United States Army tomorrow morning. Cadet Phillip and Alexander stand as outstanding representatives of this class of cadets who've completed the ROTC program at Augusta University, graduates of the Pamplin College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, and Holt College of Business today. They will now take the oath of office to begin their careers as United States Army officers.
I state your name.
I, Lisa Alexandre,
Do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear
To support and defend.
to support and defend
The Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States
Against all enemies.
against all enemies,
Foreign and domestic.
foreign and domestic,
That I will bear true faith.
that I bear true faith
And allegiance to the same.
and allegiance to the same,
That I take this obligation freely.
that I take this obligation freely
Without any mental reservation.
without any mental reservation
Or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion,
And that I will well and faithfully.
that I will well and faithfully
Discharge the duties.
discharge of duties
Of the office on which.
of the office of which
I am about to enter.
I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Cadets Phillips and Alexander. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Augusta University, I congratulate each of you for successfully completing this phase of your education. We are proud to send you out into the world as graduates of Augusta University. As we close the ceremony, will you please stand one more time, as Beatrice Jackson will lead us in the singing of our alma mater, which can be found on the inside back cover of the Commencement program. And immediately following, Tazara Butts will continue our commencement tradition, the ringing of the Arsenal Bell. In the history of Augusta University, the sound of bells has been used to recognize the beginning and endings of your academic experience. Today, we ring the bell 3 times to celebrate and recognize our newest graduates, our past, our present, and your future as alumni of Augusta University. Congratulations, we're proud of you.
In the shade of the mighty oak,
Congratulations, graduates. This concludes our ceremony. Go forth and enjoy your family. Well done.